under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Colorado Rockies and the New York Mets. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Noah Cindergard is on the mound for Game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
Raimel Tapia is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, even after the victory last time out, they come in trying to turn things around as they've been slumping of late, winning in just 3 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty, the first game of any series is super important. You have a chance to set the tone, whether it's 3-game set or a 4-game set. You take the first one, you put that other team on their heels.
And he will make it there as the Rockies are in business right away. It's a leadoff double.
When you heard the crack of the bat, you just knew that was going to get down for an extra base hit. Great way to start an inning, that's for sure.
And that'll bring in Garrett Hampson as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Two and 0.
Well, the key for him on the mound is to keep the ball down. Certainly, hollow of the knee or lower. Sinker changeup guy, if he's going to succeed against this lineup, he's got to keep the ball down.
Now the 2-0.
That's ball 3.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 19, Charlie.
Striding in for the Rockies, Charlie Blackman, as we take a look at the splits between April and May. First pitch of the AB now.
1-0.
A ball and a strike. Grounded down the third baseline.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you could do with that. Textbook sinker.
Trevor Story steps in now. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Set to deliver the 0-1. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. set. Here comes the 1-1. Well off the inside that time as the sinker misses for a ball.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
The Rockies shortstop in front with a 3-1 count.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. First and second now, one man out. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are two down.
Big strikeout for the second out there, but he's not out of it yet. We'll see if he can feed off that K, wiggle out the jam, and keep this game tied.
So that'll bring up C.J. Cron. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. First offering on its way.
He appears to be having some issues with pitch command to start the game. He's dealing with two guys on, and that last pitch looked like a big mistake in that location. Right down the middle, but he got away with it.
Comes set, the 0-1. Tapia over at second. Hampson at first, 2 out in the inning. Now he chops at a sinker here as this one's top foul off to the right. Here's the 1-2. Got him swinging, and that's the third out. 2 left for Colorado. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Austin Gomber, a left-handed Floridian, will get the starting assignment. What's your take on him, Dan?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
And now, Jeff Mcneil. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The pitch.
Ball that time.
Well, boys, we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight. They've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this team's in the grind part of their schedule right now. Just had a short homestand, able to say hello to the family, kiss the wife, tuck the kids in at night, and they're back on the road again. This should be interesting to see the energy this team plays with today.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
3 balls.
Yeah, a little wild here early on. Doesn't look like he's totally settled into the game yet. Hopefully, he can find it soon.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Yeah, this is one of my biggest pet peeves in the game, when guys get count leverage and take fastballs. It's a game of fastballs. You calibrate everything off the heater. Surprising take right there.
Left side, but well fouled. And the payoff pitch. Softly hit out to short. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint. But nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher. And there's not much you can do right here. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
J.D. Davis, the next at bat, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250, 9 homers and 21 driven in. The 1-0.
Inside, ball 2.
Well, I'll tell you, he doesn't look very comfortable on this mound right now. This mound isn't the same one that he pitches at home. I know they all look the same, but they're not all the same.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
2-1, here it is. Good take there to lay off the high fastball. Hit down the line at first. And he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
At the plate, Dominic Smith, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. The 1-0 home. Pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. First and second here with nobody out. And he popped him up. Welker in foul ground. And that's going to land foul. Again, a 1-2. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Fielded cleanly to second for 1. On to first, and they get them both. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, Michael Conforto has been a big piece for them. He hit over 350 last month. Just consistent at-bats all throughout the month. He was tough to pitch to, hitting good pitching and hit poor pitching as well. We'll see if he stays hot here.
So here's Pete Alonso, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. The average entering play at 301, 15 long balls and 33 driven in. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. Hot shot on the ground to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Mets strand 1, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. The batter will be Sam Hilliard, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey! 0-1's the count. Ball. 10.
Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one.
That's a great sinker right there. These batters are going to have to bear down because if he's got that good pitch working, it's going to be a long game. They might have to sit off speed.
2-2 the count. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. As he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. The windup and the 0-1. Here's a high pop-up. Mcneil over to his right. 2 gone.
Batting it, the third baseman, Colton Welker.
In now for Colorado, Colton Welker. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Here's the first pitch.
Nope, that's the ball.
No score here as we play inning number 2. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Woo-wee! That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Here comes the 1-2.
2-2 now.
High and deep to right center. And now that'll hop over the wall, so he'll be at second here with 2 away on a ground rule double.
Pretty good swing right there as he drives this ball deep. 1 hops over the wall, and he can just walk into second base with a ground rule double.
So now to the plate, Austin Gomber, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. The 0-1 offering.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
Rockies pitcher with a bat in his hands and a 1-2 count.
Well, he's been laboring a bit through these first 2 innings of work. That's 37 pitches, and ideally he'd be closer to 27 instead.
One and 2. Here it is.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
He's set. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. So they can't make anything out of the 2-out double. Through an inning and a half, no score on the show. Stepping in, Francisco Lindor. Lifetime against this pitcher. He's 1 for 2.
Francisco Lindor.
First pitch on its way. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Boy, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
In now, Michael Conforto. In the dirt here. And no advance. It's ball 1. Now a move over to first. And a dive, but he's back. Lindor on at first. Nobody out. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
And he fouls this one off. Oh, and he breaks, and they've got him picked off. The tag, and he is safe on a very close play at the bag.
You know the defense wants that play back. They had him totally picked off when he took off early, but they just couldn't finish him off. We'll see if that comes back to bite him here.
Always we know, just some things we show. Oh, cool hat trick, watch the backspin, open
The 2-1 pitch is looked at for ball 3. Kevin Pillar is on deck. The 3-1. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
So now here is Kevin Pillar looking to put them ahead early with this at-bat. First delivery to him as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. None out, runners at first and second. And this one's in the dirt. Runners may have thought about it, but they'll stay put, and the count moves to 2-1. Swing and a high fly ball out to left field. Looking up is the left fielder. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Third home run for him on the year. And the Mets have taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, with no outs, you can afford to give up a single, but you can't afford to give up a 3-run homer. He just caught too much of the plate. Now he's back to the drawing board. No outs, and the inning is already an ugly one.
Into the box now, James Mccann. As he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball 1. Lifetime versus this arm. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Now the 1-0. It's a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
Well, he's not proving that he can command his breaking ball in the zone right now. And until he does, there's no reason to bite on it.
Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. And that is off the wall.
Hey, there's a bullet off the wall. The outfielder does a really good job of getting that one in quickly. But I think they had a play there at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, Dan. I got to believe you're busting it out of the box thinking two until somebody tells you no. I know it would have been a close play, but I think you got to err on the aggressive side right there.
At the plate now, Noah Cindergard. But a strong throw gets him at second, so the sacrifice does not pay off here.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
So here's Jeff Mcneil, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Mcneil very well could be a starter in the upcoming Midsummer Classic, as he currently leads all National League second basemen in All-Star votes.
Yeah, Matty, not surprised this guy is on the top of the All-Star game voting, but you have to take a step back. This is being voted on by the fans, so I can't imagine how he feels to be voted in by his fans to start in the All-Star game right now.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
That's the ball.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
To the plate now, J.D. Davis. Swung on and crushed. Everyone just stands there and watches it fly. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. Number 10 for him on the year. And the Mets have got it up to a 5-0 game now.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
Standing in now, Dominic Smith. As he'll take one on the inside corner at the knees. It's strike one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The windup and the 0-1. He comes up empty that time as he's underneath it. 0-2.
Hey, down 0-2, he better be leery of this guy's nasty changeup. He has the ability to bury it down and away or down and in, wherever he wants to. So you got to be on point with this one.
2 out, nobody on. 1-2 to Dominic Smith.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. And he'll take it to the bag himself. That'll do it for this half of the inning. So a very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead. We'll go now to the top of the third. It's the Mets 5 and the Rockies nothing. So it's back to the top of the order now. And striding into the plate next will be Raimel Tapia.
They've gotten a gut punch to start this game. There's no doubt about this, but that's when you have to turn the scoreboards off. Everybody do their job one at bat at a time.
No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now. 0-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Here comes another 0-2. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Stepping in now, Garrett Hampson. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one. He'll come into this one with an average way down at 235. 4 home runs, 18 driven in. In there, 1-1. Fly ball right down the line in left. Left fielder giving chase, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. Now it'll be Charlie Blackman. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Smith finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. Alonso has been enjoying a monstrous season to this point, and so far the fans are rewarding him with a ton of all-star consideration. He leads all first basemen in the National League coming into today.
Hey, hats off to this guy right now. It wouldn't have been my first guess if I was thinking about who was leading at this position, but you know what? He's played very well this year, and the fans certainly have taken notice.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
I think getting the leadoff man in every inning is important as a pitcher. When you're coming off an inning that you really labored through, it makes all the difference mentally.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Next up from New York, Francisco Lindor. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Right back into a good hitter's count now after what was a pretty dreadful second inning. He's got to start throwing a lot more strikes. Quality strikes would help, too.
1-0 home. Runners off for second. Bounce to first. And this will work as a sacrifice as they get the out at first, but the runner moves into scoring position at second base.
The bat, the right fielder, Michael Conforto.
Here comes manager Bud Black out of the dugout heading for the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Julian Fernandez is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Michael Conforto will be his first assignment out of the bullpen as he'll stand in with a runner in scoring position at second and one away. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Nope.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Alonso, the runner at second with one away. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Has a look, now the pitch. Fernandez is a guy that certainly fits the profile as a power fastball pitcher, but I think what makes him really most impressive is the command he displays while keeping the velocity as high as it is. Now the 2-1. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Tapia. He's got it, and there are two down now. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with two away now.
The center fielder,
Next to stand in is Kevin Pillar. Another RBI spot for him. He's already got 3 in the game.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right into this wheelhouse. What you want to do with this guy is move the ball from the belt up to get him to chase something that maybe he'll pop up in the infield.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And what an effort on the running play to end the inning. Mets leave one, but they hold a 5-0 lead. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian with you as Trevor Story digs into the right side of the batter's box to kick off the inning. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Trevor Story is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. And he misses low with it, 2-0.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Reined in. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
now batting.
Opportunity now to look at some of the future plans for this Mets organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing very well in recent action. Here's C.J. Cron now, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The windup and the 0-1.
0-1. 1-1.
Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first two are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far on this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
In now, Sam Hilliard. As he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he falls behind 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. And now a check swing, but did he go around is the question. No, he did not, says Carl Dixon down at third base. It's ball 1. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the 4th inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th, and now it'll be the catcher, James Mccann. First pitch on its way.
0-1, no play.
The 1-0 home is a slider that backs up for a ball. Two balls and a strike.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heater.
Ball even at 2-2. Now here it comes. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. And there are the final numbers for the Colorado starting pitcher. And clearly he was off his game this evening.
This was a tough one to swallow. You can see he was in a heap of trouble right from the beginning, in and out of jams the first couple innings, and not able to get out of the 3rd inning. Certainly not one of his better performances.
He's set. Here it comes. Noah Cindergard is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. That's wide, 2-0.
And this guy can hit a little bit too, so you just can't lay one in there 2-0.
5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
Hey, that's a heck of a pitch right there. Big velocity up and in for a strike, too. I mean, you saw this guy flinch at the plate. He was thinking that buzzed the tower, but then to get it popped to strike is tough.
The count now at 2-2. Here it comes. Well, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 4th, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. First offering. Ball 1.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter.
Hey guys, that fastball just registered 97 miles an hour. On a night like tonight where it's super cold out, if you don't get to head to that baseball right there and you get jammed, it's almost like getting stung by a pack of wasps.
2-1 pitch is a fastball off the plate away, and it's 3-1 now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And that misses, ball 4. And now the Mets have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Up next is that. The third baseman.
2 down with a runner at first. And into bat next will be J.D. Davis.
The last at-bat, that breaking ball he hit for the home run, that was one of those meatball ones. A cement mixer just kind of floated up there. I'm not so sure that they're going to go back to the breaking ball here. And if they do, better location is definitely needed. And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
Fouled away. Mcneil is off of first with 2 away. Now a ball ripped into deep center field. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Mets strand 1 as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Rockies skipper Bud Black between innings, specifically about his club's offensive output to this point. And he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. They've had their opportunities with runners in scoring position, but still have 0 hits to show for it in those situations. He said repeatedly not coming through with the big hit can wear on you as a team, but in this sport, you have to dwell on the positives. He's confident they'll find a way to break through sooner or later.
Good stuff, Heidi.
Number
Thanks.
28, Tyler.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Tyler Flowers is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo! Up and in.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
Well, this has been a completely different performance from the offense that we saw yesterday. They were looking like the 27 Yankees 24 hours ago, but they've been held in check so far in this one. That's kind of how baseball goes, though.
Now the first pitch. Colton Welker comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
Now the 1-0 is taken high above the zone.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
2-1.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
3-1 to him now. And might have thought it was high, but it's a strike. 3-2 now. No runs, 2 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Lifted in the air to center. Pillar's there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Up next for Colorado, the pitcher, Julian Fernandez.
Brendan Rodgers will pinch hit here with 2 outs and the base is empty.
Number 7, Brendan Rodgers.
Here's the first pitch to him. As he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider, it's strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey, offense needs to check itself right here. They need to make this starter a little bit more uncomfortable. 1 strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Well, this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Carlos Estevez, a right-hander standing 6'6", will take over pitching duties here.
Carlos Estevez.
Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and next it'll be the outfielder, Dominic Smith. From the stretch. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
Everything this guy throws is hard. That changeup he throws is in the high 80s to go along with that good heater.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. The 0-2 once more.
The count is 1-2.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
A bouncer to the left side. He's right there. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away.
The first baseman, Alonso.
No one on with 1 down, and up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Slow roller down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. Now the pitch.
Nope, that's inside.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
hitter's count now. Here's the 2-1. Popped up. Prone has room in foul territory, and that's the second out of the inning.
The shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
So the bases are empty here with 2 gone. That'll bring up the switch hitting shortstop and perennial MVP candidate Francisco Lindor. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
And now that'll hop over the wall, so he'll be at second here with 2 away on a ground rule double.
Hey, there's a hard hit ball that was going to be down for extra bases. The ball had some spring on it, and it bounced over the wall, and the ground rule double puts him on second base without having to leg it out.
Into the box now, Michael Conforto, as he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Flew out last time up. Now the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Here's the game within the game. You have a better matchup on deck. You got a 3-1 count in this situation. Don't be afraid to put him on base and attack the next guy.
Lindor stands at second with 2 gone. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out. So that's the second walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing, so I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
At the plate, Kevin Pillar, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch.
1-1. That's out.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Has a look, now the pitch. Down the right field line. Lindor rounds third and is digging for the plate. He'll score easily, and it's now a 6-run lead. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
So now to the plate, James Mccann. Swung on and blasted. No bunt cheese on that one. It's way gone. A 3-run shot down the line in left. Home run number 5 on the year as they push this lead up to 9 now.
It looked like he might just work out of that inning, only giving up a single run, but it all comes crashing down on that mistake. Nothing like a 3-run bomb to change the entire complexion of your day on the mound.
Tyler Kinley gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
No pitcher. Noah.
At the plate now, Noah Cindergard. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now the 1-0.
Ball 2.
Time to lay one in right here. It's pretty much a cardinal sin to walk the pitcher with 2 outs.
4 runs here in this half inning. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Tapia, and he's got it for the final out of the frame. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. 5 innings complete. It's the Mets 9 and the Rockies nothing. So the Rockies lineup turns over, and to the plate, Raimel Tapia. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. As he'll take a look at ball 1. A ball and a strike to Colorado's leadoff batter. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Ripped down the line. And he's safe.
Boy, this is an absolute gift to them, especially when they've had so much trouble getting anybody on base. So now the leadoff hitter is aboard and might be looking to run. They've got to do whatever they can to get some offense going.
Stepping in now, Garrett Hampson. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Hampson is a guy you have to keep an eye on in the batter's box. He's definitely been known to drop down a bunt from time to time. That's something he's really good at.
And in today's game, Matty, this is such a lost art. I know you love this one. Guy dropping a drag bunt down for a knock, putting him up, putting him down, getting down the first base line. Definitely sets the tone for the team.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Smith comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1.
Now batting, the right fielder, Charlie.
And that'll bring in Charlie Blackman. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. From the belt, the pitch lifted the other way down the left field line. Left fielder giving chase, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Now batting, shortstop, Trevor Story.
So next it'll be the number 4 batter for the Rockies, Trevor Story. He bounced out last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here, similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
He's set and the pitch. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in a 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the break. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
A ball and a strike to Trevor Story.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Tapia, the runner at first with 2 gone. Liner toward right center, and that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And big trouble as this gets to the wall now. The runner from first comes all the way around to score.
The first baseman, number 25, C.J. Cron.
Standing in now, C.J. Cron. Grounded back up the middle. He's got it. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. Rockies forced to settle for 1. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Mets 9 and the Rockies 1. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Jeff Mcneil.
Number 6.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Kinley, 30 years of age. He was selected in the first round back in 2017.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado bullpen. And it's fouled away. Here now the 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Into the box now, J.D. Davis. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. There's a foul ball just off to the right as they get ahead of him here, 0-2. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
At the plate, Dominic Smith, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. His career numbers against this pitcher, he's 1 for 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Chopped down the first baseline. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
Ready with the 1-2. And that misses 2-2. And now this is foul tipped at the plate, and that appeared to catch a lot of the home plate umpire in the process. Hope he's all right down there. 2 out, nobody on. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out this side in order. Down in order go the Mets, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead. New inning set to get underway, and now digging in will be Sam Hilliard.
Sam Hilliard.
First pitch on its way.
Yep, that ball went out.
Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. One 1-0 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Here now the 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Chasing after it is Pilar. He's there and records the first out.
The catcher, number 28,
Into the box, Tyler Flowers struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
No balls and a strike to count. And now a pitch on the way. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes to count to Tyler Flowers. Count still at 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Takes this the other way to right. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
And here's the thing from a pitcher's perspective. You look at this line and you think, wow, he's been sitting guys down all game long, and that's true. But on the flip side, his pitch count is up there. You have to wonder if he might be starting to get a little bit tired in this one.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. Now to see an in now, Colton Welker. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees. Flowers, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Fouled off. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. And he misses with that one down and in. It's a full count now, 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
This is foul right side. Another full count pitch home. And he fouls this one off. The 3-2 one more time. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
Elias Diaz will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 35, Elias Diaz.
He's set. Here it comes. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. The average at 284 to begin play. 1 home run and 5 driven in. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Lucchesi, a 6'5" left-hander. He was a 4th-round selection back in the 2016 first-year player draft.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
That finds the zone, a called strike.
Boy, the Rockies have been looking for that big hit all game long. They haven't been able to come through so far, but now would be the time to come through.
3-1 now as that misses down and in.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts, you can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
The 3-1 pitch is swung on and missed. A full count now. A swing and a ground ball to third. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. On to the third baseman, but it's off the mark. And the runner will score from second. So some real problems out there that time as it'll wind up in E7. At the plate now, Raimel Tapia, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
This one's down to third. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single.
Now batting, number 1.
Into the box, Garrett Hampson, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
Oh, 0-1, here it comes. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Down the first baseline. Fielded cleanly. One there. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
The right fielder, number 19.
Here's Charlie Blackman now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch of the AB on its way. Fouled away. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
1-0.
Back up the middle. Reined in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error in the inning, and 2 men left on base. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. It's the Mets 9 and the Rockies 3. Daniel Bard enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 52.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Now here's the first offering.
Inside ball.
Here's the 1-0. Liner in there for a base hit.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Now the 1-0. Hit hard on the ground towards second. That gets through for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4 in this one. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team, this doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
Alonso on second. Lindor on at first with nobody out. That's 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he takes ball 4 again. And they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Up next, Kevin Pillar. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double. Here's the first pitch.
At the ball.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Waiting on it is Tapia. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
Hey, talk about having a productive inning. You like to see that. You like to add on runs anytime you can. And the sac fly here gives their team another insurance run, and they're starting to blow this thing wide open.
From the stretch, James Mccann is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. When facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Mccann is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
No contact there, and it's 1-2.
Can't come out of his game plan right here. He knows he's a known sinker baller. I know it was a 4-seamer right there, but get back to that 2-seam. It's what his MO is.
Here comes the 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
First and second now, 1 man out. And it's fouled away. And a full count for James Mccann. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
Brandon Nimmo will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. First offering on its way. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Swing and a miss.
1-1.
Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike. Good action on the sinker. 1-2.
2 strikes.
Fouled off. Pitch popped up. Welker in foul ground. No problem with this one, and the inning is over. Mets played a run on a couple of hits. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Mets 10 and the Rockies 3. Jerry Familia has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 27, Jerry Familia.
Ready to begin the 8th, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Trevor Story. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
0-1 count, and the pitch. Lifted down the line in left. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Standing in now, C.J. Cron. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Now the 2-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
That's the heavy sinker right there. He has the ability to get ground balls when he needs them, potential double play situations, or to get that jam job with no one on base, that tapper right back to the pitcher. One of the toughest pitches to hit in the game.
And a sinker too far in here. He lost him on ball 4.
The left fielder, number 22, Sam.
So here is Sam Hilliard. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch on the way, and he fouls this one off.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn 2 with a guy that could run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
Goodness, 0-2 now.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
First offering. Tyler Flowers is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Now the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Rockies strand 1. They'll need to do better than that. It's 10-3. Back to the top of the Mets order, digging in, Jeff McNeil. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Number 6.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98, 0-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Hero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was somewhere anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a long game.
Now batting, third baseman, J.D. Davis.
Next for the Mets, J.D. Davis. He's got 2 hits in 4 at-bats. First offering. 0-1 the count. One out, nobody on. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball 1.
He went deep earlier, so that might have been a little bit of a message they were trying to send to get him off the plate. At the very least, they're clearly trying to get him from getting his arms extended again.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. Here's the pitch. Ball 3. 3-2 now. And the payoff pitch. And this is taken here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's allowed into his 8th inning of work.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
Now into the box, Dominic Smith, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. He's set and the pitch. In the dirt here, and a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Davis, base runner at first with 1 out. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
Swung on and crushed. Everyone just stands there and watches it fly. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 13 for him on the year as they push this lead up to 9 now. That one is definitely worth looking at again with our show track technology. It had plenty of distance to get out of the park, and you can see why when it's hit at 115 miles an hour. That's not something you see every day.
Up next to the match, the first baseman, Keith.
Into the box now, Keith Alonso, as he rips it on the ground to second. He's got it. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 8th, and with it comes Francisco Lindor to the plate. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Your idea of working a count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
0-2 count, and the pitch.
Oh, man, when you're struggling out there on the mound, it's like adding insult to injury when you're not getting the close calls you need. That'll make you want to pull your hair out.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. But the Mets do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. Last chance coming up for the Rockies. It's the Mets 12 and the Rockies 3. Stepping up is Colton Welker, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point, but these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. And the pitch.
Ball.
Fouled away. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Chris Owings will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 12, Chris Owings.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Well, they say beggars can't be choosers. And when you're losing, you can't always choose how you get on base, but you've got to get on any way that you can. So he'll take that, even though it probably hurts a little bit.
At the plate, Raimel Tapia, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. The 0-1 pitch. This one's flared off to the right side. In there, a base hit. The throw to third. Throw won't get him.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Stepping in now, Garrett Hampson, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. It could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 0-1 pitch.
1-1.
Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Full count now, 3-2.
Part of the order on deck, so keeping this 2-hole hitter off the bags is always important.
The payoff pitch home, and he misses with it. Ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Boy, oh boy, that's a tough one for the pitcher. He's definitely wondering, where the heck was that pitch? I think he called it high, but our strike zone says otherwise.
So now to the plate, Charlie Blackman, lifetime against Familia. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Scorched to third. The tag gets 1. On to first, and he rolls the double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of confidence. Success is never guaranteed in this game, so you have to appreciate it when it comes.
12-3 is the way this one ends. The Mets get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Noah Cindergard earns the win, his second. Austin Gomber couldn't work out of the 3rd inning, taking the loss. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 1 minute. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.